Hi, Shalom everyone. I'm going to continue this fantastic series here of the Daf Yomi. Friends, we're on page 146. We've got 1 month till the Grand Siyum, because naturally we know that Masechet Bava Batra is the longest tractate in the whole of Shas with 176 Dafim respectively. Now friends, today we're going to learn about the teaching of Ben Sira in today's page in the Gemara. Well, especially while we're discussing, let's say, the plight of the poor people who cannot even enjoy improvements in their situation, the Gemara, the Talmud in of itself, is going to quote the Sefer Ben Sira as saying that all the days of a poor man are bad, for even Shabbat and the holidays are difficult for him. So just showing that how we've got to help the people that can't stand on their own feet, how important the mitzvah of charity is, and reflection within regards to that. Furthermore, Ben Sira is quoted as saying, the nights also, lower than all the roofs is his roof, and on the height of mountains is his vineyard, so that the rain of other roofs pours down upon his roof, and the earth of his vineyard is washed down into the vineyards of others. Now, these statements are based on the passage in Mishlei, in the book of Proverbs, in chapter 15, verse number 15. And the quote appears to be additional insights that are attributed to Ben Sira. Okay, now Sefer Ben Sira actually is known as one of the earliest books composed after the closing, let's just say, of the biblical canon in of itself. It was authorized by Shimon ben Yoshua ben Sira. Ben Sira. That's he happened to be in of itself a native of Jerusalem, who was a younger contemporary of the famous Rabbi Shimon HaTzadik, prior to the Hashmonaim, the Hasmonean era in of itself. Now, the book of Ben Sira was held in great esteem, and after its translation into Greek by the author's grandson, I think this was in the year 132 before Common Era in Alexandria, it became widely known even among those who were not familiar with the Hebrew language. Now, Sefer Ben Sira is included as, let's say, a canonical work in a greater, we can pronounce it like this, Septuagint, and therefore is considered such in many other translations of, let's say, the Torah in of itself. And although the rabbis chose to view it as one of the Sefarim Chitzoniyim, the books outside, let's say, of the canon in of itself, they quote it in a respectful manner throughout the Gemara in of itself, sometimes even referring to it as Ketuvim, as a book of the writings. You know, the Tanakh comes from the Torah, Nevim, and Ketuvim, respectively. Still, because there's confusion, let's say, between this work and another one that was known as Alpha Beta Der Ben Sira, which was a popular and problematic work, we find statements in the Gemara forbidding the study of Sefer Ben Sira, respectively. For many generations, Sefer Ben Sira was known only from its translations, but recently parts of it have been found, let's say, in the original Hebrew, in Masada and elsewhere. Since it was not part of the official biblical, let's just say, compilation in itself, it appears that the copyists felt more freedom when working with it, and we find several different versions of the same specific textual information in of itself. When it appears in the Talmud, it seems likely that it is being quoted by heart by the sages rather than from a written text. The statements quoted, especially in this Gemara, in this page, for example, are not found in extant translations or manuscripts of Sefer Ben Sira. So very interesting. We're learning about the history of Ben Sira, how the book has been quoted and applied. Once again, using fantastic notes of Rabbi Adin Steinfeld, Zachet Tzadik Livracha. He's got the fantastic current editions of Gemara. I recommend everyone to read his notes all online on Steinfeld's website in of itself. Now, wishing you all a fantastic day, friends. Please work. We're learning together the wisdom of the Talmud. We're a community here. Let's keep doing this together. I wish you all a great night and Shavua Tov and Mavarach.